Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and dear Tbicians. Tbicians, non-Tbicians, you are all welcome. I hope everybody can hear me, please. Can you hear me? Please, I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Prof. I want to welcome everybody on board.
Yes.
So happy to be with you again. We have a series of things to take care of today. Excuse me. Okay, so we're going to continue. Today, I want us to talk about something very, very important. I don't know how important it would be. I want us to revise, because as we go forward, please make sure that you mute yourself, because if you don't mute yourself, I might be forced to remove you from here. Okay, so today I want us to talk about what TBC is, what TBC is not, and how can you make money with TBC. We have already been talking about money, but sometimes I begin to ask myself, do we guys really understand what TBC is? And I want to assume that we also have new people here that are listening to us. And do we really, if you really want to talk to somebody about TBC, do you really understand? Do you really have that conviction, that inner conviction, what TBC is? That's the question I want to ask you guys. Do you have that inner conviction that you understand what TBC is or what TBC is not? Because once you don't have that inner conviction, you can't convince or talk to the person that is in front of you. So the question I want to ask you is, what is TBC? It might be strange why I'm asking you what is TBC, and it looks crazy, right? But yes, of course, what is TBC? Maybe someone should tell me what TBC is all about. Yeah, it's a cryptocurrency, blah, 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 blah. Tell me what TBC is all about. I realize that we are doing a lot of one-man show here. I don't like one-man show kind of stuff. I like when we participate, everybody talks, and we exchange our different ideas. So, what is TBC? Let's say you want to tell me about TBC. What will you tell me about TBC? Can somebody talk? We are actually doing some revision. I have a lot of interesting things I want to tell you today. Because since Monday, I'm working with some people that are that apply to do full-time with me. And they are full Tbician here in Douala. They are working with me because I have an objective. I want to bring 500 merchants on board before the end of this year. I must bring 500 merchants in each town. And I've started already. I've been on the ground since morning. I've been outside. I've met doctors today. I've met a lot of people, a lot of businessmen, people of all walks of life. We have met a lot of people all these days. So we have exchanged, and I've been in the field. We have been seeing all what is happening, and we have encountered a lot of questions that have been asked. And sometimes we go to the field, we realize that if you don't have that inner conviction what TBC is, you cannot even talk to the person that is in front of you. I want somebody to quickly tell me what TBC is. What is TBC? Can somebody quickly tell me what TBC is all about? If people cannot talk, I'll call their names. I know the name of everybody here. So, yes, Prof, go ahead.
But that was before I got the...
We can hear you, Prof. Professor Solo, we can hear you.
I had to get one time for my phone, and then...
Okay, we can hear Professor Solo.
Not anymore. I got any value all in one time. If you're a really much like me, but extra...
Some crazy noise somewhere. I want to meet some people. Okay, let me take Adamu, Adamu. Okay, Adamu, are you there? Can you hear me? I'm seeing your hands up. Go ahead. Okay, we can also hear Adamu. Maybe I should take somebody again. I'm saying Gida said TBC is a mission with a coin. Yeah, I agree with you. TBC is a mission with a coin. But if you want to tell me about TBC, is that just what you will tell me? Would you just say, okay, my friend, TBC is a mission with a coin? Is that all? Is that what you have to tell me? Okay, let me take Michael from Ghana. Yes, Michael. What is TBC? You have to unmute yourself, Mike. Okay, go ahead. What is happening? I can't hear you. I don't know if it's my network or something. Mike, go ahead, please.
Yeah, good evening. Can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, that was what you said about TBC is a mission with a currency, not a currency with a mission. If we look at that statement, many people misunderstood the mission of TBC. The main reason why I'm saying TBC is a mission with a currency is that, you know, the mission is we want to see how we can eradicate poverty globally. And it's okay. Then what can be done about that? And it's okay. Then let's bring a currency to back it. So many people also think the currency come before the mission follows. So my brief answer I can give is that TBC is a mission with a currency, not a currency with a mission. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, because most of the times when you ask somebody or when you tell somebody TBC is in a mission to eradicate poverty, you're like, how? So just like Micah is saying, Mufo Gidas is saying, TBC is a mission with a currency. That's right. That's right. And now the next question I want to ask, the person that asks you is, what is this mission? What is this mission? And how do you think that is going to be possible? When somebody asks you, what is this mission? And how would that be possible? What do you think you can tell that person?
Okay. Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
The mission is what?
Maybe I should take somebody else, Michael. Let me take someone. I want us to, everybody should talk. Well, let me take somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody should go ahead, please. Okay, Mike said, I'm asking you guys, what is TBC? Because I want us to go behind a bit. We want to know what is TBC. And now, the reason why I'm asking you this question is because even from the way you talk, if I am a prospect, I will easily get convinced or not. Just from the way you start talking to me. Yeah. So the same way you are shy to talk here is the same way you are shy to talk out there. And that's why it is very difficult for some of us to make money with TBC. Because we are shy. We don't want to say anything. Let me take Mr. Amechi, please. Go ahead. Please, you have to unmute yourself. Okay, we can hear you. We can hear you. All right. We can't hear Mr. Amechi, so we'll take another person. Somebody we have heard that TBC is a mission with a currency. Now, what is this mission, and what is this mission, and how is that possible? What is this mission, and how is that possible? Professor Solo, you want to say something, but we can't hear you. No way. let's take someone else. We can't hear Professor Solo.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, good evening.
Yes.
Miss Judy from South Africa, welcome. We have been missing you. Where have you been?
Hey, I had a network problem.
Thank God it's okay now.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I think TBC mission is to end poverty globally, and also the mission of TBC is that what the banks are busy doing, you know, we won't be, how can I put this? Like we are much better than the bank, like if I can put it that way, because the banks are busy ripping us off. So TBC mission is to get rid of all those negative things about the elites, what they are trying to do. You know, we are peer to peer. Everything is easy. Even a person who doesn't have a knowledge about maybe internet or whatever can even do TBC. So it's a platform that is very easy for even a poor person to do. So
Okay.
TBC just want us to make things easier for us.
Okay. Okay. Let me come back to you, madam. Yes, you have tried, but let's do some correction. Let's do some correction here. You can't want to talk to me, and you can't want to talk to me about TBC, and you put the bank in front. That's error number one. You don't tell somebody about TBC and you start telling him that you want to end poverty by making sure that you do what the bank cannot do. First of all, that's already a barrier, because somebody who strongly believes in the bank, you start putting the bank in front by telling him the airlines and stuff like that. You can only go to that kind of a topic when somebody start telling you the advantages of a bank over TBC. When somebody asks you what are the advantages of the bank of TBC over a bank, that's when you go to that topic now. And when you go to that topic, you make sure that you let him understand that with TBC, you are your own bank. With TBC, you don't need any middleman. With TBC, just like the bank, with TBC, you don't need. We have our own blockchain. We are private. We control. We have our own private society and all that. So you don't want to go to all that. Put the bank.
Okay, now I get it. No, I get it now.
So by the time you start bringing the bank, if it is an economist, you are in trouble. Like last time, I received about 4 professors in my office that were all economists. So you can imagine how hot the discussion could be. So you don't want to go where you will go and look for trouble. You know, don't give somebody whip to hit you with. So just allow the sleeping dog to lie. So our mission. I can see Mr. Okeke was itching to say something. Mr. Okeke from Nigeria, go ahead, please.
My brother Embe, I salute you on a good day and everyone in the house.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Well, you see, it can be, our TBC can be taken on various sides, from various angles. Yeah. You may decide to say, TBC, the mission of TBC is to eradicate global poverty. And that is why we are distributing gifts to everyone who is interested in receiving the gift. Because this gift that we are distributing, which is free, will grow to an oak tree one day by the time we establish our own TBC Kringle economy, which is why we are moving on to getting 1 billion people into TBC community. So we create our own economy. That gift that we have, which will grow into an oak tree, begin to do all the activities that we have within the TBC community, peer-to-peer, is growing on daily basis. As people are joining, even the gift that you receive free of charge will continue to grow in leaps and bounds. People who registered 2-3 years back, when they go and look at what they have within their wallet, they will see that they have gained much more, even at the point that they haven't started, time is already set aside for us to benefit from. And you have that negotiating power to be able to utilize what you have within your wallet. You find out that you're already making tons of money within the TBC community.
Right. It'll work.
What happens in every economy of the world. But by the time we have our own community, by the time we establish our own economy with TBC and Kringle, we also will have the power to do what we want to do, to buy what we want to buy, to do anything at all like the elites are doing with their own economy that they are controlling. So the basic thing about TBC is receiving that gift, that initial gift. When you receive it and nurture it, it grows into an oak tree. Thereby, you will be able to stand on your own. You become financially independent through that amount, through that gift that you have received ab initio.
Right.
So by the time we explain this to people, they will understand how TBC will eradicate poverty. You can imagine if everybody registers and becomes a member of TBC and receives the free gift and become very active. And that is what the TBC admin has been encouraging everyone. Don't be docile. You registered as a member of TBC. What are you doing in order to utilize the money you have in your wallet? Because if you are not active, if you don't have the negotiating power, if you don't even know how to start negotiating about things, your wallet. So, it requires a lot of activities from us.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Okeke, for that great contribution. That is a great one there. Now, I want to show you something, because when somebody asks you, TBC wants to eradicate poverty, how? Now, when you are with your prospects, always make sure that you have your Android phone on with the internet. You cannot be with a prospect and you don't have your Android phone or the internet on. Now, let me share my screen with you. Let's go again to our Kringle Cash back office, right? let's go to our Kringle Cash back office and see what is happening. When you go to your Kringle Cash back office, you see this, this, I don't know, I should call it a picture or what, but it is explaining everything about TBC and how TBC will end poverty globally. You need to put this in front of the person in front of you. TBC is interested with the people that are out there on the street without jobs. TBC is interested with the orphans that do not have 3 square meals or 2 square meals. TBC is interested with the disabled. TBC is interested with those that are even in the prison and they can't feed themselves. TBC is interested with those moving with files all over the world without jobs or seeking for jobs. So how would that be possible? The admin of TBC has created 1 billion of this coin. 1 billion of this coin. And he says that these coins shall be going out. The community will be accepting the coin as money because money is all about trust. Money is all about agreement. Money is all about purchasing power, store of value. Put together. So as a result of this, when the coins start going out, we are going to have 1 million Tibetians who shall be billionaires and who will provide liquidity to the TBC millionaires for job creation. So the admin is supplying the coins. You participate in incentives where they call cookies reward. We are going to create 1 million Tibetians. But later on, we are going to have 1 billion TBC millionaires. And these each already have the means to create 5 to 10 job opportunities for the working class. So the 1 billion people will create jobs opportunity, 5 to 10 jobs opportunity. So far, I have started already. I am already employing people and paying them to work in TBC Cameroon, to study in my city. I have started in my city. Very soon I'll take all over the cities. I'm already creating job opportunities for people to work full-time and they receive salaries for TBC. I'm paying them cash, you know? So you see, each and every one of us need to copy this example in our various localities, in our various countries, because we want to gather 1 billion people doing transactions among themselves. And we all know that we have 7.5 billion people on earth, and about 7 billion people are the working class that support the children, the seniors, and the disabled. So imagine we have 7.5 billion people. So imagine if we have 1 billion people who are billionaires. Imagine if we have 1 billion people who are billionaires. Right now we have just about 300 people all over the world who are billionaires. Those that are trillionaires, you can count them. They should be about, I don't know if they're up to 10 so far. But with digital money, with digital currency, it's very easy. Trust me, when you put this table in front of a prospect, in front of somebody, he understands, if he is reasonable enough, he will understand that our mission is real because our intentions are very good. Will you want to become a billionaire or you want to become a millionaire? That's the question you want to ask your prospects. And he will definitely tell you, of course, I want to become a billionaire. And that is when you now open an opportunity for a 40 grains transactions that enables him to become a billionaire. You are now open to a 40 grains transactions that enable him to become a billionaire. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am coming again for us to discuss this because it appears that when we go ahead, we forget the conviction. We forget the, how can I say, the assurance, the passion. It's like some things are dying down. It's like we forget we are only interested with the money, but let's come back again. What is our mission? What is TBC? Can we remember the mission? Can we remember why we are even doing it? Why? Why are you doing it? Are you doing it because you are interested with the people who are on the streets, who are looking for jobs? Is that why you are doing it? Or you are doing it because you just want to have a couple of millions in your account and you say, okay, fine, I'm done. We need to remind ourselves, why are we doing it, by the way? Why do we stay close to this? Do we just want to be close, or do we just want to be closer to this because we feel that when the banks come, automatically we become billionaire, automatically I'm done. I can now buy my car. I can now live my luxurious life. Is that why we are doing it? Why do we hold on? Why do we keep holding on to TBC? Why? That's a question we should refresh our mind to ask. We keep holding on to TBC, but why? Why do we keep holding on? We are holding on. I don't know about you, but me, I'm holding on because I believe that TBC is the only thing that can serve humanity. From the microchips that is coming up, that is already used in some European countries, is the only thing. For those that are Christians, you can go and even read your Bible. Read Revelation 13. I don't want to talk about the Bible here, but go read Revelation 13, talking about the microchips or whatever you have there. Go and read it. You come and tell me yourself about the mark of the beast. It will soon happen. It will soon happen. When that time reach, will you be saying that, oh, if I knew, I would have gathered as much TBC as possible? Is that what you are going to say? This is the time for you to gather them now. This is the time for you to say that I want to serve my country. I want to serve humanity. I want to serve, I don't know. This is the time. It is not when everything will be okay, everything will be right, everything will be fine. No. It is now. Do you have 100 coins? Do you have 10 coins? Do you have 20 coins? Do you have 30 coins? How many coins do you have? Because by the time you want to serve your family, serve humanity, you realize that your 2 coins that you have been keeping cherishly is not even enough. You realize that your 2 coins, your 10 coins, it will not be even enough to serve humanity, to even serve your family. It will not be enough. Technology is going crypto. Everything is going crypto so far, whether you like it or not. I was with Steve yesterday, with the owner of a renowned hotel here in Douala. And, you know, she was marveled, even though it was not easy in the beginning for her to accept TBC in an institution, which she's going to accept very soon. But in the beginning, it was not easy. She was like, I'm for the old school. I don't know all this technology. And Steve told the lady something very important. He said, Madam, whether you like it or not, whether you join TBC or not, TBC will move forward. I think I'll give a word to Steve and he will put it in the right way, just like what he did yesterday. Steve, over to you and you're welcome, sir. You want to unmute yourself? Okay, go ahead.
Yes, let me repeat myself. Yes, I think you can hear me now.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Yes, you can hear me, right?
Yes.
Yes. So, as you rightly said, and it is something that I speak of ad infinitum, that the cryptocurrency is just like the internet. Whether you choose to understand the internet or not, or whether you appreciate the internet or not, or whether you care for it or not, it will not stop because of your ignorance. It will run over you. And so I was telling her in a nice way yesterday that whether she appreciates TBC as a cryptocurrency or not, or whether she joined or not, or whether she appreciates cryptocurrency or not, that it will not stop for her. It will run over anyone who tries to block it, because this cryptocurrency is going to be bigger than the internet.
Right.
And so I just need to look back at Bitcoin to make my statement, because when Bitcoin started in 2009, officially, it was 0.000 of a cent. It didn't value anything, but in cent, and that too you could have, of which today is going for 4 million. And Bitcoin is not a stable coin. What we need to understand, TBC is a stable coin. It is pegged to grains of gold, and is also pegged to crypto experts around the world. And everyone is saying, get your friends and family on board, because this might be the last chance that you get a shot at real wealth. Because when the institutional money is ready to pour into cryptocurrency, they will be looking for a stable coin.
Right.
And TBC, there's no other coin out there is as stable as TBC. And so I think we have an awesome opportunity. And of us in TBC needs to do is to see how can we put our words into action. Because where there is unity, there is strength. You know, Mbe, maybe I never told you this, but I have run already for the highest office in my country. I am the leader for my political party.
Wow.
And so I think I will be the first TBC president of any country. And so when I begin my my broadcast, and I said, you know, TBCians around the world, because this is how you take down the world.
Yeah.
You have to hit it where it hurts the most. And so when I am ready to call upon my TBCians globally, because fiat will still be the ruler of the day, and I can tell my TBCian, listen, I need fiat from you. If everybody around the world can send me 100 US in fiat, I will send them back in TBC. Trust me, you will give me enough money to win my presidency in my country. And once that happens, then I will be able to put the official currency. And so we need to think like that. We need to think big. We need to think, how can we, as TBCians around the world, put 100 US into an airline, create an airline so that you can accept 100% TBC and all of us get percentage. We have to move from talking to action. You see, I can't help, you know, I'm an action man. A lot of people talk, but there's no action after. We are 3 million members. I said, if all of us put 100 US together, we can begin to create our own companies. We can manufacture things. Because that is how the world is going to recognize us, when we're really serious. All right, then, back to you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. You talk about action, and we have been doing the action. Yesterday, we were on the field, and today, we were still on the field. In fact, we are doing on the job site. So people should not just feel that we just stay in our offices and put our ACs and we're, no, I am on the field. Yesterday, we spent the whole day with Steve, we were on the field. So we have a mission. I want to run at least 500 merchants in each city in my country. I want that at least 500 merchants should get into TBC. Are you in my city? Do you want to join me? Do you want to, I don't know how you want to do it in wherever you are. I might give you advice. If you are in Cameroon and you are in Douala and you think that you want to work with me, why not? You are most welcome. So we do the work. No more talking. And also, I want to say that you guys, all of you listening to me right now, this room, we were supposed to be running at least 100 participants in this room. We were supposed to be running at least 100 participants in this room. But we are still at between 25, 30 people and all that. That is not encouraging. It's just because we are doing this for passion. Because if each and every one of you here decide to invite just 5 persons to come and listen to this meeting, you will not lack money per month. That money will be worth more than a salary. Listen, TBC can give you money per week that you need at least 2 to 3 months to earn it as salary. The problem we have is that the same energy that we put in our job site to earn salary, we do not put even 1/4. We do not put even 1/4 of that same energy in TBC. That's facts. People say they don't make money in TBC. I am making money in TBC because I concentrate and put in all what it takes. We spend 8 hours. We spend 8 hours out there to work for a job that we don't like, for a salary that we don't like. But you refused to spend 2 hours per day working for TBC. We refused to spend 3 hours per day working for TBC. That's the truth. Of course, we can see the numbers here. You don't invite people. Look, I had 5,000 friends on Facebook. If you go to my Facebook page, they are dropping because if we do not have something in common, you shouldn't be my friend. You shouldn't be my friend. You go to my WhatsApp, there are many numbers have been blocked. If your job is to be sharing me, Jesus says you should say amen so that you win 1 million. I block you. If your job is to get up every morning and tell me crap, you are blocked. Create me space for new people. Create me space. Let me have some positive people in my life. People that will come and change my life. Of course. So, I want to challenge you guys. I'm still challenging you guys to get to work. Right now, my team is so excited. They are waiting for me in 3 different cities so far. We are preparing something very, very big. And I'm very sure that I'll have to take Steve along. So we are preparing something very big in 3 major cities. We have Yaoundé, we have Bamenda, we have Betwa. And the people from the Southwest, Limbe and Boya, they are warming up. I'm so excited right now because we have to wake up. We are about to wake up the people. So let's stop sleeping. Anyway, we are actually running to the end of the program. Let me take 2, 3 reactions or questions, please. If you are here and you have questions that you feel that you want to ask, there's something you have not understood, or you want to react, you have the right to talk now. You want to talk, just in please. Yes, Sandra, I want to say something. No, she's not saying something. She's not saying anything. Okay. Let's take someone else, please. No question, no reaction, no answer, nothing to nothing. Okay. Well, I think that there is no question so far. Steve, you want to say something before we go? I think we are, I don't know where we are. Steve, are you there? You want to say something before we leave?
Hello, my brother.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think, there's no point talking and talking and talking if after talking there won't be action to back it up. You have laid the cards on the table. It is now for everyone who is serious with TBC. Me, I am very, very serious with TBC. Right from the point I joined, and people might decide to say whatever they want to say about TBC. Me, I don't have ears for negativism. Once I get that, I cut you off and move on. So let us myself listen and make a difference. Embe is making a difference in his country. We all should start making difference in our own country, because this is a global project. So let us make difference in every country of the world, but starting from our own countries. And once each and every one of us make up our mind to do just this, there is no way we will not get to where admin has been advising us, has been encouraging us, has been putting everything on the table for us to be able to get there.
Right.
And so I'm just encouraging everyone to get up from slumber, to get up from chatting and wasting time. Let us act now. Now is the time to act. And I can tell you, my brother Embe, if there are, things, you want me to do specifically, I am ready. Because I believe in TBC.
Great. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. We're going to chat more, probably inbox with this. So yes. We have a lot of things we'll be working on. So okay. Don't worry. We'll have, I think we have some messages on the chat room here. I'm seeing J for Jasper. I really appreciate what Mr. Sif said. Action is what we need. If the total member in TBC today decide to pay at least $50 each, we can create a company or start project that accepts TBC. Nigeria, that I am there, is serious. There is serious poverty, and what people care is what they can get as cash to solve their problems. I think if there is a way fiat can be allowed, it will go a long way. Steve, you want to comment on that? Thank you for your contribution. Just Jay.
Sorry. Okay, good.
Steve, you want to contribute on this?
Yes. It is very important that we also take into consideration that we are in the distribution phase of TBC. Yesterday, I was very enlightened when you made it very clear to this renowned businesswoman in Douala that there are 4 stages. First is the concept. Second is production. Third is distribution. And 4th is exchange. Yeah. And so we have to understand that we are in an era that the world has never seen before. We can go back into history, even with the barter system where you produce corn and tomatoes, and I will sell you the excess for I will give you excess for a pound of fish or a pound of meat. That is how the bartering system used to work before money came into existence. And then the cow, materials, metal, So it has always been a tangible object. But we are now in a space where it's now become digital. And so sometimes some of the people that you're going to is not because they don't really want to get in the space, but they cannot wrap their mind around the concept, especially established businesses who only knows the fiat money. So don't be discouraged. For some of you who people shut you down, it's not because they really want to. It's because they do not understand what we are offering. And so you just need to be patient with them and keep doing what you're doing. All right. That's my little
thank you so much, Steve. And I want to tell you guys that the reason why some of you here are not having questions is because you guys have closed your mouths. You guys don't want to say anything. You guys are psychologically asking yourself, how would they look at me? What would they think about me? They will think I'm a scammer. They will think I'm this. For what? I don't care. Listen, don't forget the 4 S. Some will, some won't. Some, so what? Next. Right? Some will, some won't. So what? Next. When you have, listen, today, I had a lot of challenges, but thank God I went out with a team. We were a team of us, and we were complementing ourselves. So by the time you start doing some work, you'll be having challenges. And when you come here, you will say that I encountered these questions. What should I tell the person, or this or that? When you come for the training, you have about 10 questions to ask, but many of you, your mouths are closed. How do you want to make money? Okay, let me see. Amechi says that, so sorry for being off and on. I took my dad to the hospital, back home now. Okay, we are so sorry about your dad's illness, Amechi. We hope that he get well soon. Thank you. Let me see, we have another message. All right, we are at the end of the program. Maybe we'll take one last speaker or reaction, then we can leave. We have another message that says that, sorry, I have to leave now, share the meeting. Okay, sir, Williams, thank you so much. We are actually at the end of the program. Thank you so much for being here. See you again on Friday. We'll talk on phone. Thank you.
I have a reaction.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Good evening, Tbcians.
Good evening, Mr. Simon.
Good evening.
Like every venture, the beginning is always difficult.
Right.
Oh.
Yes, for me, I know that TBC has come to stay. And in my country, there are a lot of skepticism about TBC because of, like I said last time, a lot of people have been scammed in the internet. So when you're talking to somebody, he would think it's the same thing. However, just like Mr. Bear has always cancelled that people should, TBCians should have a lot of great negotiation skills. It is needed now at this time because each person you speak to has a peculiar attack. And you don't use one method to reach out to everybody. As you are talking to this person, it is bringing you new things, new attacks. So if you don't have good negotiation skills and answer questions and give replies to answers to the questions they are asking you, you will not be able to make up. I know that I'm still behind, but I'm working. I know that one day it will open up. I won't get relented because I've already seen the potential of TBC. I want to be part of TBC. So I'm encouraging all TBCians that no matter the difficulties that we are finding now, it is just the beginning. It's always like that. no one should get discouraged, and no one should get dissuaded by all the skepticism around you. To be great, to be misunderstood. So let us move on with confidence. And when you're talking to somebody, confidence, authoritatively. And that is when you'll be able to convince that what you have is something that is good.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for that great contribution. I think we are at the end of the program, ladies and gentlemen. We are looking forward to have you again on Friday, same time. Make sure, I want to challenge you, as always. Invite your people, let them come here and ask all their questions that they can ask. If they cannot come here, please write those questions down and let us answer them for you. Okay, write the questions down and bring them here. We get the answers for you. We are actually doing the action. We are actually on the field. We are actually doing a whole lot behind the scene. So I'll be sharing with you a lot of tips with merchants, because merchants are my priorities now. Merchants are my priorities now. I have spent 2 years training a lot of people. I have spent 2 to 3 years training individuals. Now I am going to meet the merchants. So I want to spend another maybe 1 or 2 years also training only merchants, because once we have a whole lot of merchants coming in, that is going to help the population that already have a lot of kringles and they are looking for where to spend. So once the merchant, the distributors of companies or products, once they start getting acquainted with TBC, when somebody knows that he can now pay a child's school fees with TBC, when somebody knows that he can now buy food with TBC, when somebody knows that he can now buy land with TBC, trust me, it is gone. And it's going to help the community so much, because all the communities can now spend their kringles without any problems. So that's where we are now. Thank you so much for being here. Let's meet again on Friday, same time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.